Hey guys, I know the internet's probably going to be a little shaky. I'm on my hotspot internet because the internet here at the hotel kind of sucks. Kind of sucks badly. So, anyways, we're just here. We're going to have some chit chat. We're not going to really go over too awfully much, but I wanted to talk to you guys while I'm in town here. And, I'm going to be leaving obviously tonight after the vigil. It's at Borden Park. Hey, Cheeky Chops, Nina, Victoria. It's nice to see you, Jenna, Kendra, Southern. Hey, Linda, MJ. It's nice to see you. So, just to let you know, I took Jen out for breakfast this morning. As you guys can imagine, today's the 1 year milestone for her daughter, and it's never a milestone any parent should ever have to go through. And I can tell you, she's obviously devastated that today has come around and there's no new information related to her daughter's case at all. It's just, we have a lot going on here in Tennessee. We have Holland Snap, and we've learned a little bit more information about her, from her family. They don't believe she's alive. They have a person that they believe, you know, hurt her. He's not arrested, but they do know of him. They have heard the stories. Um, but that's where we are with Holland. They don't believe she's here, but they haven't found her, and there have been no arrests. Layla Santanello, I finally got clarification on everything because, one of my biggest concerns was Olivia and I, the way we were able to find one of the first witnesses in this case was from following the trail from. Is my reception okay for you guys? I just want to make sure that we're good, that it's not too awfully bad. Um, but oh, hey guidance, hey everybody, it's nice to see you. Everybody else that's in chat, it's nice to see you. All my mod squads, it's great to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope everybody's doing wonderful this beautiful morning. We have one mother that is not doing very well, but one of the things was, well, we backtracked from the marble slab to the to try to locate what area she could have came out of the woods, what area, how did she get from the AmeriCorps over to Marble Slab. Then we heard that the person at the Marble Slab was a different woman altogether. And, then I started thinking, oh my gosh, what if the person that saw, what they thought was Layla was really this other woman? And, a lot of questions started coming out. And it was just really crazy, but a lot of questions. We had so many questions, so I finally got to ask her to confirm, are we sure that that girl that came out of the woods was Layla? And she told me yes. So it is Layla that came out of the woods. It just wasn't Layla at the Marble Slab Creamery. It was another woman in the general description as her. Black pants, spaghetti drap, tank top, no shoes. Her husband took her shoes. So Monica's place. So Layla Santanello is one of. So the way it works here in Tennessee is I covered Summer Wells. And then like 2 years, well, 3 years after Summer Wells, well, no, 2 years, just a little shy of 2 years after Summer Wells disappeared, a person that knew me from the Summer Wells case reached out to me that this young girl, her name was Layla Santanello, went missing in Kingsport, not too far from where Summer Wells had went missing. And so I started looking into the case, and nobody was picking up the case. And this mother was just crying. And of course, one of my subscribers was friends with her. So it kind of was a family event, if you will. When our people here come here with their missing persons, we kind of take priority. Those take priority because we're all a family here. And if it's affecting us, we stop what we're doing and we start working on stuff for us. Right. And this was one that was sent over to me from one of our subscribers. And she was getting, because her daughter wasn't a perfect child. She didn't have a perfect history. She had some drugs in her past, and it wasn't something that was really palatable for mainstream media. So there was nobody paying attention. Layla, Olivia and I came into town, and we worked our butt off to try to find answers, and her case went viral. And so she was able to finally get the attention that the case needed. It did come with a cost, because anytime I get involved with a case, we have these lunatics that come out of that crawl out from under rocks, these cockroaches, and they just destroy these families for no other purpose than to try to hurt me. And it's sad. And this is one of the families. They attacked this woman that was missing her daughter, much like they're doing to Seth. Many of the same people that did what they did to Seth or did what they did to Layla's mother. This is their MO. This is how they act. This is how they treat families that want to stay out of the drama and just want avocation for their child. Um, it's been very difficult for Jen to deal with, but she's willing to do it for her daughter. Um, it's just sad because we haven't really found answers. We've got an internet PI that's just hell bent on destroying this lady. This is the same internet PI that attacked Dylan Round's family because they were tired of him. He's the same person that attacked Kylie Rodney's family when they didn't want anything to do with him. The SF guy, that lunatic, Steve Fisher. He is just a horrible individual. He has some major complexes. He feels that women should pay him attention. And when women don't, whether it's for business or not, he goes and attacks women. He has problems with women. And so he attacked Dylan Round's mother. And now he's attacking Layla Santanello's mother. And he's talking about a bunch of stuff he knows nothing about. He has no real facts or information. It's all he's using is the platform to hurt a mother of a missing child. It's disgusting. And you can understand my disdain for Chloe, because Chloe's one of the first people that violated Layla Santanello's mother's trust by posting private communications on Twitter. Again, these are not private investigators. These are public investigators. They have no duty to their client, which they're ethically required to. And their client basically is the audience. And so they're deceiving whoever they have signed contracts, which I don't even think they are signing contracts with these people. I don't know. I don't know how well they're following the law. I just know that he's more of a searcher than he is an investigator. He's a wannabe rent-a-cop that wanted to be SWAT that fell a lot really short. And like I said, he's either got a height complex or a D complex, but one of the complexes he's got. I don't know which it is. Don't know him that well. Don't care to know him that well. But anyways, like I say, we stay away from internet PIs. Layla's mother has a legit PI. We may have to, because she's had this PI for some time, and we haven't done really any fundraisers for Layla Santanello in quite some time. So she's obviously been advocating for other missing children while she searches for her daughter. And so we had an opportunity to talk about Sebastian Rogers. She's a wonderful lady. She really just wants to help. She wants to do whatever she can so another family doesn't have to go through what she is going through. And it's very, very, very hard. And so we got to give some updates on Sebastian Rogers. Here is some information. We all know, I know you guys have sent me that there's this RSO that was in Illinois that's being extradited back to Hendersonville, Tennessee, right? I'm looking into that. It doesn't seem like it's anywhere, way, shape, or form connected to Sebastian Rogers. I know that Team Proudfoots are going to try to stretch this as much as they can to bode in their direction. I'm still waiting for some more information coming out, but the way it sounds like to me is that something was going on and a parent had realized what was going on with their child, called law enforcement, made a report. That report was followed up on, and it led to uncovering something major with this guy in Illinois. I believe he's from Illinois. And it wasn't good. So, we always want to put the disclaimer out there. Again, I'm still getting some information about the situation, but be careful. This day and age, adults are almost shamed for being nosy when it comes to their kids. Everybody's trying to tell us that our children, they should be able to make bodily decisions all by themselves without the need of parents, right? The schools, these social justice schools are now preventing parents to know what kind of, therapy that they're getting at school. They're hiding a lot from parents. They're shaming our parents for being involved in their children's lives. And I'm going to tell you, do just that. Involve yourself in your children's lives. Get nosy. If they don't like you, that's your job. Kids are not supposed to like their parents until after the age of 18. Okay. You can become BFFs, once we get the ripe age of 18. But until then, you're mommy and your daddy. That means you're an authority figure. Okay. That means that you have the pull and the strings to do what you need to do when it comes to your children. Hey, Misty, it's nice to see you, my love. Salty Mama, Southern Grammy, it's nice to see you. Teresa, nice to see you as well. SRK, it's nice to see you. So we have, all of these things going on. We need to start being involved in our children's lives. We need to know who they're speaking to. And you know what? More importantly, we need to know how to shut stuff down and deal with our children having temper tantrums when they don't get their way. That is part of being a parent. Some of us don't have the patience or, the tolerance level to deal with a kid screaming and crying. You know what you do? You buy earplugs. Okay? You buy earplugs. You take the earplugs out of the package, you stick them in both ears. Done. Now you can block out your children screaming. Now you can go ahead and become parent, okay? Get nosy with your children. Find out who they're talking to online. Do they know these people? Make sure that the people that they know are only the people that they go to school with. You be in the know when it comes to your children. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather have a bunch of cranky kids than gone kids, okay? Because an ounce of prevention truly is a pound of cure. Truly is a pound of cure. The problem here with the Layla Santanello case is she was an adult. So mom didn't have a whole lot of pull. All she had was these right here. That's all she could do after the age of 18, right? That's it. That's all the pull she has. Her daughter was a good girl. Her daughter got mixed up in things that she shouldn't have been mixed up in, and her daughter has been missing for a year. We need to find her daughter. We need to find any information. We need people that are going to stand up and speak up. There are people that know what happened. There are people that have a good understanding of where Layla may be. There are people that have knowledge of this situation that are not speaking up because they're scared they're going to get in trouble. They're scared they're going to get in trouble. I get in trouble all the time for doing the right thing. All the time. Never stopped. Get in trouble, get raped, get dragged, everything for doing the right thing. It will never stop me from doing the right thing. I'm hoping that people out there realize that, yeah, it's scary and yeah, you may not be liked, but this will go away and you will be on the right side of it. This child needs help. What happens if it was your child, if it was your daughter, if it was your friend, if it was your aunt, if it was your uncle? Layla Santanello does need our help. Her mother needs our help. We don't know where she's at, but we can definitely say that there's something really bad that's not right in this case. That we can absolutely say without a doubt. There's something that stinks to high heaven in this case. It doesn't seem right. So hopefully we'll get that together. Now getting on to Sebastian Rogers and this whole new article about a man. I figured we would go over the article. We've had enough people sending the article to me about what happened. And I just figured, we might as well go ahead and read it. Let me find the one with the right article in it. Did you see it was announced? He was 19 years old. He's a teen in Illinois, and he was arrested for Hendersonville crimes against children. He will be extradited back to Hendersonville, Tennessee, to face those numerous charges. Not sure when all this took place. His name is Matthew Mocklick, something like that. Mocklick. Hey, Sonia, it's nice to see you, my love. The real me too. Good morning, love. Good morning. I do have more. Just give me a second. Let me find it. Of course, when I'm looking for it, I can't find crap. Wouldn't you know? So there's the guy's face right there. He looks like a creep, even at 19 years old. I don't think anybody can say that this man is not a creep. Um, Matthew Mocklick, I think is how you pronounce it, Mocklick. So here's the articles that we're learning right now about this. And this was just 10 hours ago. Hendersonville, Tennessee, a young man from Illinois faces numerous charges in Middle Tennessee related to child S crimes. The Hendersonville Police Department said it, and I want you to remind you that Sumner County is handling Sebastian Rogers' case. The Hendersonville Police Department said it launched an investigation into Matthew Mocklick, 19, for exploitation of a minor. That investigation led to U.S. Marshals executing warrants on Thursday, June 20th, at Mocklick's home in Villa Park, Illinois, with some help from Villa Park Police Department. According to authorities, the charges against Mocklick include 20 counts of specifically aggravated exploitation of a minor, one count of solicitation of a minor, and one count of continuous SA of a child. So he is engaged in a relationship with this minor. Police announced Wednesday, June 26th, that Mocklick is currently being extradited to Sumner County. The Hendersonville Police Department encourages parents to closely monitor their children's use of social media and other communication method, officials said in a statement. This is due to an increasing trend of S predators using social media and phone apps to lure into illegal activities. Lure minors into illegal activities, excuse me. No additional details have been released from the circumstances and the offenses. The number here, you can call the Hendersonville Police Department if you know this guy or you believe that your child has been a victim of this man. And you can reach that department at 615-822-1111, or you can report this to Crime Stoppers at 615-594-4113. So I wanted to give you guys the most up-to-date information because I know that people, especially the ones that support, that are ruthless about stopping searches. Let me rephrase that. Ruthless about stopping searches or any type of help in finding Sebastian Rogers, the parents, the people that are supporting that kind of conduct, the creators, as well as the family members are going to use this to try to say, oh, look, it's not us, it's him. This has nothing to do with Sebastian Rogers. There's more crimes. And that's what I want to make sure that everybody understands. There are crimes that go on, whether they have a breaking news crime or not. Crime is going on all the time. They don't have just one case that's going on at a given time. I guarantee that this is completely isolated. This has nothing to do specifically with Sebastian Rogers. This has to do with another victim of crime. It sounds like a victim of crime that he actually met and had some type of relationship with, a physical relationship with, according to what we just read in that. I don't think Sebastian had the ability to have a physical relationship with somebody from Illinois because he's surrounded by family and is well sheltered. So I just wanted to point out the major differences, and also just to clarify before this got out and people started running with this and making their own narrative be heard in an effort to help despicable parents that most likely did something terrible to their child. Again, this is all of my opinion based upon the information and the facts that I am looking at. I don't know what to say. There's a lot of disgust out there in this country. There's a lot of people that do terrible things to children. Our children are prey. Our women are prey. Some of our boys and men are prey. You know, this is the reality of our country at this point, and we have to be ultra vigilant. And it's our responsibility as parents to be nosy and to piss our children off. So if your child's not screaming out to you that they hate you, then you're not strong enough. Right? I shouldn't say that. You know, some of you guys actually get some decent angels, you know. You guys get some of us have to be, have to be like hit a wall a few times, and our parents have to white knuckle it, wondering if we're gonna get it right or not. Some parents just don't have the luxury of having, they have a Betty. They have a Betty instead of an Olivia, right? So, even Olivia, you a sweet little girl, like, hearing some of her stories and growing up, all kids experiment and try to find their own place in this world. It's kind of expected. We pray to God that we've taught them, well enough that they don't go too far down the rabbit hole, but we can only teach them the best we can and set them off, and cut the umbilical cord and push them out of the nest. You know, but for while they're in the nest, you don't have to be the favorite parent, right? I was far from being the favorite parent with the grandkids and my stepdaughter, but you know what? I feel like they're better for it. I'm sorry. Why would you interfere in any way with somebody trying to find your child? Red flags. A VA, you're not lying, and it's not just them. It's their whole hit squad of help that they've elicited from these disgusting and terrible channels. You know what I'm saying? It's the ghetto trash that's doing these illegal activities on the behalf of the family. Such as threatening me, such as trying to dox my location so I'm physically harmed, such as going and picking up the phone and calling all these people and coordinating and conspiring with others to try to call law enforcement to have arrested, to call into the police department and say somebody is swerving all over the road when they are not, just to make law enforcement pull them over so they have content. That's all it was, is they wanted to see it live so they had content. These people are twisted. They are messed up in their head. And people are rooting it on by the sidelines, meanwhile saying, oh, you're wasting resources. No, you and your people are. And you keep doing it from case to case. You keep lying to your audience about what you're doing behind the scenes. You're sitting there coordinating, telling people that I'm out here drinking and driving. I haven't picked up a drop of booze in over a year. The last time I had a drink was when all that shit went off with JLR back in November of last year or October of last year, whenever that shit hit the fan. And I was so nervous, my mom took me out for a burger. And that was the only time I had a drink. And it doesn't really matter. I am allowed to drink. I'm an American citizen, and I do not get behind my wheel and do terrible things. But it didn't matter. I still had no alcohol, no, never even talked about it. But they're sitting in chat rooms behind the scenes, which I have photos of, talking about trying to have me arrested for a DUI. These are people on these platforms that are going real life when I'm doing absolutely nothing wrong. They're trying to create a criminal activity out of thin air for content. For content. And I don't even want to say their names because they're trash. And they will not get a plug on this channel because they're trash. They're ghetto. Okay? They are literally on the wrong sides of the tracks. And these are the people that the Proudfoots and the Bowerstocks have gone to for help. They went to the trash of YouTube, the bully platforms, to try to bully all these other channels into submission. Well, they ain't that big enough because good will always trump evil. That's why their channels have such low numbers. They're barely growing because people are tired of their shit. They have a small little echo chamber, and that's it. And that's all they will have. They'll never have anything in life. Hell, half the people on that side of the tracks can't even get a normal job because their records are so bad. But they would try to tell you that about me, wouldn't they? I'm a concealed weapons permit holder. I pay my taxes. I file taxes. I can pass a level 2 FBI background check. I'm educated in what I'm talking about. And I can literally go out and get a job in literally a number of different areas, from insurance to sales to paralegal work to medical work. Literally, I can do just about anything if I so chose, and would have no problem getting a job. These bitches here can't even get a job, a normal job. I don't even think the 7-Eleven would even accept them. Not even the 7-Eleven. So I'm not really worried about what they have to say about me because we're here, we're working. You guys see my work. You guys never see their work. What do you see them do? Sit there on and have a little emoji covering their face, and all you hear is their voice. Nonstop, nonstop. I was legal for 20 years. There's a lot of people. These girls and these kids literally have no earthly idea what they're doing or even talking about. Half this crap that they say doesn't even make sense. But, I know that they're going to be running with this whole story. And the story again doesn't make sense. Period. This guy that they might want to switch it around to show something, but remember, Chris and Katie were adamant. They came on here and said there's no activity online. Law enforcement looked at our online activity and said, wow, this is the cleanest I've ever seen anybody's. And he said, yes, sir, I run a tight ship. Remember that? So no possibility of this man, this Matthew Mockleck, being associated with Sebastian Rogers. So all the people out there that want to run with this story, I just tanked it for you. Okay? Not associated. So if you're going to be talking about the story, please say factual information. As a follower, we know how hard you work. You should not have to feel like you have to keep telling us how hard you. I'm not. I'm telling the animals out there because you got to understand they're running nonstop. Do you know that right now the narrative on those hate channels is that I attacked and stalked Terry Bowersox, Allie. That's what's being spread. So their people are tuning in to watch this show so they can go back and give them little notes so they can try to, attack me later today with what's said on this. So no, I'm not talking to the people that follow me and know how hard my work is. I'm talking to the idiots in the back that sit there and try to run narratives that are filled with lies and mistruths and misrepresentation intentionally. That's who I'm talking to. I know that you guys are here, but you got to understand these people that are coming over here, they're listening to narratives being ran on, these ghetto channels, and they're thinking it's true because they don't believe that their content creator is lying to their face, and they are to incite them because they think they're pawns. They think that they're literally controllable. Like like you're the person that's speaking to you is trying to control you as their pawn. Like you're their little bitch. And I just think that everybody out there that's on these channels should know that you're being bitched. They're bitching you. They're bitching you out. Like you are their little bitch. They ain't doing the work. They're making you do the work. I'm just saying. Oh my God, how could you do that to him? He's following you. Who's that? I know. Exactly, true psychic. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's the message that they're putting out. That's the narrative that these channels are running. They tried to have me arrested and they're flipping the script because they got caught with their pants down. Like I've got all the audios, I've got the phone numbers, I've got everybody's information right here, and I can link it right back to the people that are involved. So it's like, you got these people out there doing this shit for what? And then they're because they got caught with their pants down, and because I came to my platform and showed you guys exactly what they're doing out there, now they're trying to flip it to their audience that doesn't watch me, saying that I'm the one that did that. And so they come over here, they don't watch any of the stuff, but then they start putting these horrible, nasty messages in comments because they think I did that without even watching the video and finding out because they're being lied to. They're literally being lied to about what happened. And these people are so stupid that they fall right into it. They don't even bother looking to see the truth. And that's why I talk about it. That's why everybody talks about it. It's to give the opportunity to say what's on your mind. Some nasty garbage they posted and showed it smells like Foots and Bowersock's BS, right? At Betty confronting Bowerstocks for stalking you and telling him to stop not stalking him. I'd clap for a woman they'd clap for women cowering and remaining victimized. They disgust me. Exactly. Justice for Sebastian Rogers. But you know what? At the end of the day, we kept hearing that. And I heard that Chris went through that neighborhood and pulled some of those missing person signs. That's what I'm hearing in the chat. So if anybody in his community is out there and saw him tear down signs in his own community for his stepson, please send me that footage from your Ring doorbell cameras, please. I'd like to see it. I'll keep you confidential, and I'll zoom in so they won't even be able to tell which direction it's coming from. I'm very, very good about mirroring. I'm very, very good about distracting but I want real videos. So if you're in that neighborhood and you saw Chris pulling some signs, please send me that clip because that just ain't right. And to trigger Chris and Katie so bad for having flyers of their missing son in the community where he went missing from, I think that is so highly disturbing for me that I don't even know if I can express that into words. I unsubscribed from all of them. I watch it, and he pulled up the back of BHB's car, but he was following me before then. It sounds like he was tailing me for at least 30 minutes. He was literally stalking me. Terry Bowersox was stalking me. He had no good purpose of following me around, and he chose to follow me around. He is not a licensed person to do so. That's stalking. It is a federal crime. It is a crime of Tennessee. I shouldn't say federal. It is a federal crime, but he's in Tennessee. It's a Tennessee crime. He's following me in Tennessee. He has committed a felony in the state of Tennessee. And I've warned Chris. I even sent him an email telling him I'm coming in, and they've already threatened me, and I'm going to take anything that they do as action as action toward that threat. And then his stepdad shows up after he's already been warned and already has. So I mean, he's got himself in a pickle with me, a legal pickle, a legal quagmire, because he was written to stay away from me, him and his cohorts, and he chose not to listen or abide by that. Chris has got himself some problems. I can tell you that. I cover my ass when I come into these places. I can't leave my house even to get groceries and come back home without my neighbors watching my every move I make. I used to make me angry. Now I wave and smile. My neighbor is always, if he doesn't see me come out, like I'll even come out just to move my garbage cans, because if I don't, he thinks he'll come over and knock on the door. He's got to see me. He's got to make sure I'm up and moving around. They aren't bullies, potentially way more dangerous than that. Yeah, they are. The problem is that there is two people out there that keep including other content creators as they get stories to try to pull them in to make them hate me. But there's two main content creators out there that will not stop until I'm either dead or hurt very, very, very badly. And that's QB and BT. They literally want violence to come to me, and they will not stop until I'm either dead or in the hospital. And that's the problem that I'm facing. And people think this is just YouTube stuff. It's not YouTube stuff. They literally are trying to kill me. And you guys think it's a joke, and you don't understand. What purpose are they doing posting my information out there to their crazy ass audience that they keep inciting, thinking I'm doing terrible things and I'm injuring people? That's what they're telling their audience. And then they're posting where my whereabouts are, praying to God that somebody crazy enough will show up here and hurt me. You guys don't understand how dangerous this is and how they're putting my life in danger. And you guys are okay. And some people are okay with that and literally rooting it on by the sidelines while they're literally putting my life in danger. They literally want me to be recorded getting hurt or arrested or something violent happening to me for no reason. Like I posted flyers and they literally wanted me to go to jail for that. Do you guys understand these people? Like I'm literally suing everybody, and they've got these people so screwed up in their head actually thinking I'm suing over petty bull stuff. And I'm not. These people are trying to get me hurt. They tried to pressure me into doing something live. They tried to literally, if you look at all the statements behind the scenes, they literally tried to pressure me into losing my shit online, but I'm healthy. I'm, obviously okay upstairs. So I didn't succumb to all of that. Now they have changed their inciting to their audience and letting them know where I'm at so their audience can come here and injure me or injure my stuff. There's no other good purpose of what they're doing other than to have me hurt or injured. They are literally jeopardizing my well-being. And if you guys are okay with that, that's fine. Just understand if something does happen to me, you guys were responsible for that. All of you that has rooted this by the sidelines. Because if that's not the case, explain to me why they keep going, why they keep doing all this. Why do they keep doing all of this? Why do they keep trying to get people to come and hurt me? Why do they keep trying to disclose my location? Why do they keep keeping me under constant surveillance? Why are they stalking me? Why are they tracking my every moves? Why is that? You guys are seeing it live. You're seeing it in true color. What would be the whole purpose of that? The only purpose of that is to get me hurt or killed. That's it. There's no other good purpose for it. If there's another good purpose, please explain it to me. You guys have the floor. Explain to me why anybody would be telling my location to 15,000 people. Praying to God while they're inciting them, telling them I am literally stalking the family. I haven't even seen the family. I haven't seen one person in that family except Terry Bowersox when he pulled up behind my car. But they're telling their entire audience I'm out here stalking these people, inciting their audience to think that I'm doing something wrong when I've done nothing wrong or unlawful. And then they're justifying their actions of putting my location and trying to get their audience to come and show up and hurt me. And they're using all of this for their own content on their channel while they're utilizing law enforcement and reporting crimes that aren't being committed, i.e., again, violating the law. So, do you see where all the law violations are coming from? Do you see who doesn't mind breaking the law? And you guys wonder why Seth had enough of it and decided to change directions? You guys haven't figured that out yet. Still think Seth is a bad guy, huh? Because he decided to dump the shit. Hmm. Rusty, I'm not worried about a tracker. Like I said, I plan on going back and having Hendersonville check or Sumner County check that out. I doubt that there's one there, but if there is one, I don't want to touch it, and I don't want my mechanic touching it. I want law enforcement to maintain it and do whatever they need to do. I don't think that they've done that. Could they have? They might have, but I don't believe they have. I believe what they're doing is getting information from some of these creators that are conspiring to have me hurt. And there's no excuse for it. And they can't say that's not what we're trying to do because they can't explain why they keep trying to stalk me and let everybody under the sun know my exact locations. That's none of their business. I am a human being. I've committed no crimes. The only people that are allowed to track me are my government, not private citizens. It's highly, highly illegal. It's a felony. These people that are keeping me under surveillance are committing felonies. I already asked YouTube to watch them and ban them for the threats and creators egging them on. The only way YouTube's going to do anything is a class action lawsuit. They continuously violate their own terms of service. And so the only way we're going to fight back is through a class action lawsuit. So the only way I'm going to be able to do that is 100 individuals. And I know I've got that just in my chat alone. So like as far as a class action lawsuit against YouTube, it does need to happen because they are not following their own terms of service. They're creating their own liability. Right now, the way they're protected by Section 230, but by creating terms of service to help protect us, and then they willfully violate it each and every day, then they created their own liability in this because they created the terms of service that they're not following. And they're leaving a lot of people with injuries because of their failure to adhere to their own terms of service. So they've created their own liability, in my opinion. And they either need to start enforcing their terms of service or they need to be sued. because that's the only thing that gets these big corporations attention. Is being sued for hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's the only way that they're going to start acting right. Okay, right back for real this time. Misty, are you bouncing in and out? Are you bouncing in and out, my love? I hope you're doing well today. I see everybody in here. It's nice to see you guys. Hopefully, everybody's playing fair and nice. As you know, we're trying to keep the riffraff out of the chat, so we've slowed down everything so our mods can read the chat a little better, and we're obviously putting some constraints on here so people can't get out of hand and think they can come over here and attack me or you guys, right? This is our channel. It's not going to be taken over by a bunch of idiots, and we're going to continue to do great work out here. We're going to continue to address, but I feel like even addressing the stuff is just getting down in the chaos. I've got to understand that these people don't matter. They're trash, and all they do is protect the criminals. And if we start stripping it away and start looking at it from that lens, it makes it a little easier not to have to look at it or pay attention to it, because they're trash, and all they're trying to do is help the criminal. So if we just unplug from that and don't look at that and just keep our minds and our eyes focused on the prize, which is the victim, and bringing that victim home, I think we'll be a lot better off. I think we'll be better off mentally. We'll all be sleeping better. But we have a lot of problems in Tennessee. For those that are here in Tennessee, that you guys are the residents, you guys have got to start, and it's not just here, it's all of Tennessee. You need to start demanding law and order. You need to start asking what procedures are they putting in place or working to put in place, so that when a child goes missing in your community, what are they going to do about it? Ask your politicians. We've got sheriffs going into office this year. Why are you not asking them these questions? These are our children. These are your children. It could be you next. Oh, thank you, Michelle. God bless you. Heidi received her gifted membership from Michelle. Don't forget to tell Michelle thank you. But we need to ask these. What about other things that matter to you? Where is your money going in Tennessee? Are they expanding your roadways like they're supposed to? Do you have the necessary infrastructure? Where's your internet? Why are you not asking them for better internet services around here? You got so many trees, so many large trees. They don't even have to put poles up. They can literally put the equipment in some of these large trees, so you guys have better services out here. Those services help find people when people are lost. Without those cellular services, without that internet services, without that 5G here in your mountains, your kids can go missing like this, and there's nothing you can do. You have no way of tracking them. Like in Florida, we're tracked by our cars, our freaking smartwatches, and our cell phones. You strip those away, they can't find us either. And that's the situation you guys are dealing with here in Tennessee. You need to be demanding for these essential services to be here in this community, to find a way to get your internet here in all these mountainous areas. There's a way to get it done. But you have to have these services here, and you guys are lacking. You guys got a lot of services. Don't get me wrong. In the metropolitan areas, you guys got the best services, just like we have in other places. It's in these more rural areas where you guys, this is 2024. We should have technology that every place across this country has internet, decent internet. To still have a spinny thing in 2024, to me, is asinine. Hey, Jennifer, how do I get a bracelet? Okay, so I've got bracelets. Seth gave me bracelets. I can mail those out when I get back home. We'll get those out. I've been handing some bracelets out while I've been around here, but I am going to take a few home. I know Michelle wants some. I know Jennifer, you want some. So I'll try to keep a few, but again, I want to pass them around where they're going to be the most impactful, and those are here. So I do have some flyers that I'll pass out. I'll mail out. I'll mail out a little stack of flyers with a bracelet. If you get a bracelet, the cost of the bracelet is to post 10 flyers in your community. I think that's fair, right? I'll send you the flyers and I'll send you the bracelet. But I'd like you to, if we're going to be sending out, if I'm going to mail, if I got to spend money to mail out a bracelet to you guys, I'm mailing out some flyers, and the only cost to you is just post them. Okay, that's all I ask. I'll put 10 flyers in each package. Just post them. That's all I ask of you. If you can do that, I'll send you guys. But I'll send you the bracelets either way. But I would really like you guys to post flyers in your community as well. Did I see Tony in here? I heard somebody say hi to Tony. I didn't see him come in. Is he here? I don't see him. Am I missing him? Well, Tony, if you're here, hi. It's nice to see you. I heard somebody say hi to you, and I can't see where you came in. But either way, the chat gets a little hairy with this many people in it. So it's nice to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're just talking about some of the stuff that's been going on, and you know, it sucks. It just sucks, all of this stuff. And it's just going to be a bad day for me because it's Layla's 1 year milestone. It's just kind of, everybody's in a funky mood, you know. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to I got to be out of my hotel by, I don't know, but another 2 or so hours. So I need to start getting packed up, and I want to get another hour. My sleep last night, well, I ended up going to bed earlier than, because I usually don't go to bed until after midnight anymore with my new sleep pattern. And I went to bed I was so exhausted. I want to say I went down about 10. And so I woke up at 11. Now I had been to sleep by 9, because I woke up at like 11:30, and then I woke up again at like 1 or 2, and then I woke up again at 3. And then then all of a sudden I start hearing this noise, and I'm like, what is that noise? And I realize it's my alarm clock, and I'm running late for my breakfast with Jen Santanello. So she was running late too, so it worked out well. But boy, it kind of sucked. So I've had bits just like normal, where I'm up and I'm up and I'm down. And of course I work, and I think it was one of the I can't remember who it was like, what are you doing writing this time of morning? I think it was like 2:30 in the morning. I'm responding to emails last night. 2:30 in the morning, I'm literally responding to emails, because like I say, when I wake up, I work. When I go to sleep, I sleep. So there's not really a whole lot other than that. I sleep and work, sleep and work, sleep and work, sleep and work. And so that's what I was doing this morning at 2 a.m. I woke up, and so I started answering some emails until I got tired enough to roll back over and go to sleep. So I think I'm going to take like a little hour nap, and then I'm going to get up and start packing up and getting on the road. I think I'm just going to go and see what all I can do. It's rainy here. I was hoping to get out and search for her. But it's too soggy. I can't really do a whole lot. It's wet. We're at Borden Park. I'll say for those that would like to attend the prayer vigil for the 1 year milestone for Layla Santanello, it's at Borden Park. It's going to start at 8 p.m. tonight. I'm assuming probably about 8 to 9 or 9:30, something like that. And that'll be it. So for those that are coming in, we will be meeting out there around 8 p.m. tonight. I will be leaving literally. I will be saying hi and bye to everybody. I've got to get on the road tonight. I have literally a 5-hour drive to Virginia tonight. And so I won't even be arriving into Virginia until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I know I have some people out in Virginia that have reached out to me and want to do something. I wasn't going to stay there the night, but I was calculating my drive time and my sleep. And I figured that, I'm not going to be able, after I'm done with the situation in Virginia, I'm going to be too tired by the time that event is over with. I figured it's going to be probably hazardous for me to get on the road, because I'm going to be going on literally no sleep and trying to drive back to Tennessee. It doesn't make sense. So I've decided to stay on the outskirts, like on my way back to Tennessee. I think it's going to be like an hour in. I've decided to stay. So I will be staying at a hotel. I know there were some people in Virginia. I'm going to be close enough that I can meet people. I know one beautiful gal I'll reach out to you wanted to meet for like breakfast or lunch. I'll probably only be able to do breakfast the next morning, because I will need to start getting on the road and heading back to Hendersonville to finish up my work and to get the rest of the flyers posted before I head back to Florida. I have a little baby girl, for those that are just tuning in. We have almost 900 people in chat right now and only 350 likes. If you guys wouldn't mind going out there and thumbing this up, giving it a like, coming back in here, telling us your number, where you're from, what the temperature is. I can tell you here in Kingsport, Tennessee, our temperature is literally it's cooler. It's like, I don't know, 89 degrees right now. Maybe, let me see what it is. I'll tell you the exact temperature. 73. I was way, way off. It's 73 degrees here and it's rainy and cloudy. So that's where we are for that. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, I will be happy to get you that. I'll make sure that you get one. I'll make sure you get one. So when I get back to the I'm making a list. So Michelle, you've got one, and who else? Can my mods just make me a bracelet list? Who else gets one? I know Michelle gets one, Jennifer gets one, Melissa wants one, so that's like three. Michelle says that she'll be happy to post some flyers. What did it say? I'm sure we'll post flyers. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. You didn't need to do that. I was going to go ahead and mail those out anyways. Old Rusty, thank you. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. I want one. Okay, guidance. Okay. Well, I'll make sure we have enough for the team. I'll make sure we have enough for the team, for those on the mod squad that would like one. So I'll have enough for you. And I still have one more sign. I want to take one of the signs back with me if I can, but I still have one sign of Sebastian Rogers I want to put up. Oh, maybe I'll put it up here. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I'm starting to get tired. I'm exhausted. This is really, really worn. Hey, Chaos. It's nice to see you. I don't think I said hi to you. 77 in Missouri. Wow. Guidance. Can you find the address? I can mail my 300 flyers up there. Well, I'm going to be coming back, Guidance. I'm going to be coming back. So me and you can meet up. I'll get you your bracelet and you can give me the flyers. I'll be coming back up here at the end of July. So, oh, all right, guys. I need to go lay down just for an hour before I got to start packing up this room. I had to literally, at the end of my trip, my luggage bag is so messed up. Like this morning, I couldn't find even breeches to wear. So I literally had to take like everything out of the suitcase. So now I have the joy of having to go through the suitcase, fold everything back up, and put it back in the suitcase. So this should be fun. Yay. Day in the life of a Betty. Day in the life of a Betty. Only on my second day watching you and love it. Oh, thank you, Diane. God bless you. Yeah, sometimes like I feel bad, like even that Muffy pause or whatever it was. I kind of went off on them yesterday, but it just like, when I'm already been beat up and you're saying something like you sound like you're berating your audience. It literally set me off. And I'm sure she didn't mean it like that, but it really just it enraged me and I just like blocked her. I feel bad for it, but it's like, don't poke the bear when I'm already flustered. Like I've been stalked, I've been threatened with my life, and people are literally trying to get me hurt out here. And then you say something about berating the audience. Like at this point, I really don't care. If they feel berated, I'm venting. If my team can't take it after watching what I went through, then it is what it is. But I felt bad. I was almost tempted to unblock the person, but they never reached out to me. So I figured, say la vie. I've dropped channels that show your videos to make fun because you know what? At the end of the day, they're acting like they're making fun of me, but all they're doing is peeing on a 15-year-old child that needs to be found. They don't even these people are so deluded in their hate for me. They don't even realize how disgusting they've become. They really don't. They're so gone and with hate. And they're so jealous. If you go and look at them, everybody right now is making videos about me because my videos are actually getting numbers on them. And I've always told you, no matter how whether people like me or hate me or anything, when you give out good product or you have some information that people want, they will show up, whether they like you or not. That's why I don't have to be a fake person. I don't have to worry about my audience and stuff like this. The people that are here that know I'm doing good, that are on this side of the things, they're going to stay here because they know in this I'm up and down. It's an emotional roller coaster because people that don't come out here and have to deal with this or have to, really talk to a mom that lost their child face to face and feel that emotion and go through all these processes and trying to keep them, upbeat instead of, into the negativity. They don't understand any of that because they've never done any of that. And it's so easy to criticize somebody and say, "Oh, well, I could have done it." Well, then do it that way. See how well it works. Since you know so much, just do it. But they won't even do it. They won't even show you the receipt. They'll say, "Oh, well, you should have done it this way." Well, then do it that way and see how well it works. They won't even do it that way. They just want to bitch and say that they can do it this way, and they never even apply that. And when they try to apply that, guess what? They fall flat. Why? Because it wasn't the best way to do it. You can't make this stuff up. And then they're mad at me and say that I'm full of myself because I call them out. Well, I'm sorry. I see things differently, and I'm confident. There's nothing wrong with confidence. People sit there and act like that people can't be proud of themselves. They can't do good work and be proud of themselves. They have to have, like, I don't really care about other people's opinion of me. I care about my own opinion of me. I care about the opinion of the people that I love and that like me. I care about their opinion. I don't care about these people. I have no idea who they are. Like, I literally have no idea who these people are. If I meet you, like I just met a car guy. They my people. I remember somebody was saying, be careful. You don't know who these people are. It's like, I've been talking to them. They seem harmless. I'm good. As a matter of fact, you might actually like them. They're the sweetest people. I meet some of the best people on the road. You know, I don't really even meet a lot of the horrible people because all the horrible people are online in different states, sitting on their ass doing absolutely nothing but complaining and causing chaos everywhere they go. And then point the finger at the person that isn't causing the chaos and say, "Oh, they're causing the chaos." No, you are so obsessed with me, you won't leave me alone. They are literally so obsessed with me, they won't leave me alone. When do I talk about these people? Even when I'm talking about them, I never bring up their name. I never say them by name. I never sit there and dog them. When do you guys see me do that? Ever. You wouldn't know that. If you went to their channel, you would think I'm the one, the instigator and the aggressor in all this. If you guys weren't here first. So I just want to clarify that because we're out here trying to find this 15-year-old boy and we're trying to find a 21-year-old girl. And these people in different states are trying to hinder that process for a click and a view. For a click and a view. They're literally trying to hinder somebody being found so they can get $1. Wow. Oh, well, can't make this stuff up. Pray for Layla's mom today. Pray for her family and her friends. She touched a lot of people in her journey. This is going to be a rough day for everybody. I'm not really in the mood. I'm exhausted. I'm tired as to boot. So if I'm a little disgruntled on our live later tonight when we're driving, then I'm going to be disgruntled a little bit. And, it's just, it's going to be a hard day. So I believe we have a couple mods coming into town today to help support these efforts. I thought it was going to be at 6 or something. I didn't realize it was 8, but the daylight stuff is nice. And I think they want to do the candles and light the candles and have the nice, beautiful ambiance of the candles for her. I think that'll be very, very, very beautiful. I will try to set up the camera and capture it. I don't know if I'm going to go live with it. But I will set up a camera and at least videotape it. We can watch it a little later. If there's other media out there, I will go live if that's the environment. But if that's not the environment out there, then I'll just tape and we'll do a something else. Snaggletooth Timu Soprano. QX80. You guys crack me up. That is so funny. So, all right, guys. Well, that's really it. It looked like chat stayed down pretty good. I think I like this. If you guys would like to be a part of this, the great thing is that if with the hour, hold on, let me tell them. Give me just a second. I have a late checkout at 12:30. Yeah. All right, guys, they want to clean the room to clean the room. So let me go ahead and start getting packed up and everything like that. I've still got to go through all my laundry. And good news is I have a bag. Oh, unicorn, unicorn. I think you're the one. It's either you or Southern. I'm not sure. I think you're the one that sent me this though, unicorn. I don't know why, but I don't know who. Foldable bag. The foldable bag I use literally. I take that everywhere. And the real me too. This is my little satchel that I keep on me when I'm out filming because it holds my batteries and my cameras, and I can put it right over my shoulder. If you guys want to know, remember that. remember my strap on. That is my. There's longer lenses than this, obviously, but this is my longest lens that I carry on me because it's compact. The other ones look like freaking cannons. They're like this big. And so I like the compactness of this, but I need to get one that's just a little bit bigger for my still shots. That's what I love about this. The Canon gives great still shots, but does crappy videos. So we got the Lumix and now Lumix, and now we just need to get the lens for it. And I'm trying to figure out what lens I want for it. I got to go talk. I talked to one camera guy, and now I got to talk to another camera guy and see what lenses I want. But anyways, guys, I got to run because I got to take an hour nap, and then I've got to start packing up and getting out of here. So I will see you guys soon, and God bless. We'll be on the road. We're going to be here for a little bit. I think I'm just going to go and hang out and see what I can do to help Layla's mom today. Anything that she needs, you know, I know she's got a lot of volunteers helping set up the vigil for tonight, but it's still just a hard day. Maybe just keeping her mind talking about something else might just be beneficial. I don't know. All right, guys, I love you. God bless. We'll see you soon. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next time, please be safe and, more importantly, kind to one another. Unplug from the trash. There are, you guys ever watched 8 Miles? 8 Mile, right? 8 Mile with Eminem. There's a right side of the tracks and the wrong side of the tracks, right? We used to be on the wrong side, now we're on the right side. So stay in your lane, okay? We're going to stay in our lane. We don't go over there. They shouldn't come over here. They can do their nonsense and trash talking over there. We come over here and we do real work, okay? So talk to you guys later. God bless, and we'll see you soon.